guys? It's Emily. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. So today I have a very exciting video. I actually made this video about a year ago and I did a what's on my iPhone. However, when I did that video, I think I had like an iPhone 6 and now I have the iPhone X. So I just want to come on here and kind of show you guys what's changed with my apps and also my setup of my phone. And yeah, so I'm just really excited to show you guys. I hope you guys are excited to watch. And let's just get into the video. Okay, so I have moved over a little to make room for my iPhone screen, and I will pop her right here. So let's just get started. So the first thing I have obviously is my messages. We got a text. Also, we're going into the photography part, which I actually have a separate photography folder for my pictures and how I edit them and everything, so we'll get into that. But so in this section, I just have my photos, my camera, and my Apple TV. So just kind of basic stuff, nothing too exciting in that folder. So then we're gonna move on to my entertainment folder. I have my App Store, which is mandatory. I have my iTunes Store, my Netflix, which please leave some Netflix recommendations in the comment section down below. I have such a hard time figuring out what I want to watch next on Netflix, and I feel like I've watched the whole freaking Netflix. But if you have any good recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. Sometimes you give me some bomb recommendations, so I would love to hear them down below. So then I have Prime Video, which because I was a student and I need my textbooks, I got Prime, Amazon Prime, and now I can watch movies on there, so that's super cool. I have my Hulu, which my friend Mike gave me, so thank you, Michael. And then I have iHeartRadio. So I used to listen to podcasts all the time, especially scary podcasts. I love them. I live for them. Yeah, and that's just kind of where that came from, especially when I'm driving or I want to listen to like a comedy skit or something. I make sure to put that on because it is so nice to just drive to, and I used to have to drive 45 minutes to work, so nice to have. And then we're gonna move on to just having FaceTime, which, by the way, I know you guys are probably thinking I have such a boring phone because I only have one page. Yeah, I do, and I don't use much, so that's where that came from. So moving on, we're gonna go to the utilities. I just have my clock, my calendar, my compass to measure. That's like a new thing. I don't know where that came from, but I guess you can measure things now with your iPhone. Voice memos, never use that. Reminders, notes. I take all my notes for YouTube and just put them right in there. I always have at least 10 to 15 ideas going at a time. Not all of them are going to be great, but I figured at least one of them has to be good, so that is where I keep it. Then I have my contacts, books, maps, which I don't really use. I use another app, which I will show you. I have my health app, home app, tips app, news app, podcast app, wallets, docs, Find, iPhone, you know, the basics. Okay, so now let's get into this. I have an app for my iWatch, which is just called Watch, and I have an update that I need to do, so excuse that. And then also I have a Waze app. So this is what I use instead of Google Maps. This tells you when there's a speed trap ahead. This tells you when there's upcoming traffic and it can reroute you. It tells you when there's a cop ahead, which we should always practice safe driving, but I know sometimes when you just kind of zone out a little, you might be going 5 miles, 10 miles over the limit. So it's nice to have somebody tell you, hey, watch it. And also you can set it to, if you go over a certain limit, speed limit, it'll tell you, you know, hey, once again, you're going a little too fast, tone it down a little bit. It also can divert you from toll roads. It's just overall such an amazing app. I love it so much. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And then I have Rain, which is a sound simulator. So I like the sound of rain or a beach or a campfire going. You can choose from so many different sounds. It is amazing. I'm pretty sure it's free in the App Store. I'm not sponsored. I'm hyping this up so much. But Rain, if you want to sponsor me, hit me up. But so anyways, and then I have my files, Find Friends, and my Fitness Pal, so I could just see how many feet I walked today. I can log calories, everything like that. So we're gonna go over here to references. Kind of a weird name. I'm probably gonna have to rename this. But I have my weather app, my calendar app, my settings app, and then activity. So what activity is it just shows me, you know, how much activity I did going off my Apple Watch. So I didn't wear it at all today, so there's not really much there. Well, there's nothing there because it's still on the charger over there. But that's just kind of what it does, and it tells you your heart rate. If I ever need anything, Apple Watch is just amazing. If anybody's considering getting an Apple Watch, I would highly recommend it. So now we are going to go over to, why is this just named folder? This should be called social media. I need to change some of these folder names. So we're just going over to social media. I have Twitter, obviously, which follow me at mprice. And then I have my Instagram, which follow me at mprice. So this is just what my Instagram looks like. I will show you guys. There I am. And my dog Winnie often makes an appearance. So even if you don't think I'm cute, my dog Winnie at least is cute. So moving on, we are going over here. I have my Facebook Messenger. I have my YouTube app, which is my favorite app on my phone, if I must say so myself. And then I have my YouTube count. So this kind of just shows me my subscriber count and my views. And then another cool thing about it is it shows me how I've grown in the past day. So how many subscribers I'm up, if I'm down, if I'm plateauing, anything like that. So that's super helpful to have, especially when you're trying to keep track of all that, because I know it could get overwhelming. So then I have my Snapchat. So if it loads, hello. This is me filming a video. I am so pale, the filter just went off. All right. Also, if you want to add me, mprice. I know I don't usually kind of plug that, but if you want to, mprice. Then I have my Facebook, which don't follow me on there. I'm boring, and I post stuff about school and my dog and other dogs that I find on the internet that are cute. Then I have my followers app, so it shows me who's followed me, who's unfollowed me, who's whatever. It helps me keep track of my followers and who I'm following on Instagram. And then I have Sponge Free, which is also for Twitter, which just does the same thing as the app for Instagram. It just helps me keep up with who I'm following, who's following me, who's not following me, whatever. And then I have Bitmoji. I don't even know if this is necessary to have on my iPhone, but I just have it anyways. I have Blackboard, which, if you don't know what that is, it is actually for my school. This is how I keep up with the teachers. If I need to contact them besides email, I could contact them on the app. They post grades to this. It kind of just helps you keep up with schoolwork. And I know I did graduate with my bachelor's, but I'm going back for my master's in May, so I just thought I'd keep it. And then I have my AdSense, which is just how I get paid from YouTube. So it helps me keep up with how many views I've gotten. It just helps me keep up with all the stuff like, well, really just my money on YouTube. So I guess it's not helping me keep up with a lot, but that's just something I have as well. Okay, so this is the fun folder. This is the fun folder. So this is how I edit my pictures and how I edit my thumbnails and how I do pretty much everything that you see. A lot of people ask me to do a thumbnails tutorial, which if you want to see that, I would be more than happy to do it for you. Leave it in the comment section down below. So pretty much I just have Facetune, kind of self-explanatory. I have ViscoCam, which I don't want to publish my ViscoCam because it's just kind of something that didn't make it to the gram, but I want to keep them like memories and I don't want to keep them on my camera. So I just put on my ViscoCam, but pretty much what Visco is kind of like an Instagram that you don't have to publish. And you can edit photos on there. I get my filters. I don't use Instagram filters. I actually use only those filters, so that helps a lot. PicMonkey is how I edit my thumbnails, and I would love to show you guys how I edit them. So like I said, feel free to comment down below. Perfect 365, I don't use that. That's what I had before Facetune, so that could actually probably go. I have Enlight, another photography app, just helps you with filters and also adjusting lights and everything. But then I have Lightroom, which actually is all I use now to adjust my lighting in my photos, to either darken them, highlight them, contour, contrast, anything like that. I use that. And then I have Camera Connect, which is super cool. That's how I connect my Canon G7X to my phone. So if I take pictures on there, I can wirelessly transfer them to my phone, which is super cool. And I really enjoy that because if I have a photo shoot with my friends and then they're like, can you send me the pics? I can send them the pics right away. I don't have to go home and put them on my computer and then transfer them. I know sometimes that happens. So then I have some apps that I'm realizing I just haven't deleted yet. Pixaloop, PS Express, don't use them, so I don't know what they are. So I need to delete some of these apps, I'm realizing. Okay, and then Instamag is the best collage putter together. The best way to make a collage. It is so cool. I love it. There's so many different things you could do, so many different fonts, so many different layouts, so many different ways to adjust your collage. Highly would recommend also if you don't have it already. And then over here, kind of boring is my edge. Well, it's not boring for me. I enjoy it because I graduated with a degree in it. But this just helps me with social work, so keeping me up to date, also running me through scenarios. What would you do? I'm constantly learning. This is a field where you can never know too much. It's just a wonderful thing to keep enriching yourself in. It's the best way I could put it. So I have just a social work, which is my prep test for when I take my license, social work light, the DSM-5 Genius, which will come in handy with my master's degree. And then I have my ASW BSW, which once again is testing. So then we're gonna boogie on over to travel, which I have been loving traveling. Last year I took 4 vacations, which is crazy to me. They weren't necessarily tropical vacations, even though 2 of them were to Florida and then 2 were to New York. But I have such a good time just traveling. So anyways, so as you can see, I have my Spirit check-in, which I just want to say something. A lot of people trash talk Spirit, which if you had a bad experience, that's absolutely fine. I'm not saying, I'm not speaking for everybody, but I personally have never had a bad experience on Spirit Airlines. I've flown about 5 times with them. I will say be careful because sometimes they do try to nickel and dime you, and by that I mean they will make you pay expensive amounts for your bags. But if you can calculate how much you'd be paying on Spirit and then look at a Southwest flight and say, hey, I'm still saving more money even if I have to pay this much for baggage, absolutely go with it. And 95% of the time I found that even flying with Spirit, I would be saving more money than if I would fly with Southwest, and just, you know what I'm trying to say. So then Frontier also, I've heard, I haven't really heard as many horror stories with Frontier, but flown with them about 3 times. Love them too. They will also try to nickel and dime you, so just be careful that you're not spending more money on baggage than if you would have just bought an original ticket with Southwest or another company like that, American Airlines. So yeah, but those are my 2 favorites to fly with. Once again, I fly all the time. I would let you guys know. There would probably be a video up on here if I had a horror story. So that's the tea. And then we'll go over to Uber. So I do not Uber in my hometown. I live in kind of a smaller hometown. I don't ever drink. I don't ever go to the bar, so I never have a reason to Uber. However, when I'm in Florida or in New York or in wherever I go, you know, wherever I decide to land, I will use Uber if I cannot have my car with me. So it's important to have, and I want to save it because it has all my card info and everything. So next I have DoorDash. Once again, this is something that I don't use necessarily in my hometown, but when I go out and I need to, you know, DoorDash food to the house or the place where I'm at out of town, I will do that because I usually don't have a car. Which, fun fact, I just signed up to be a DoorDasher. I'm in a weird phase right now where I have my bachelor's, but I'm going for my master's, so I need kind of temporary jobs right now because I don't want to commit to something that I can only be at for 5 months. So I decided to be a DoorDasher. Definitely Google some of those YouTube videos because you can make good money if you hustle on there and put in the hours to do it. So I also have another job, and I also have YouTube, which I have different incomes, but it's just nice to have as a side hustle. And also, I guess I'll vlog if you guys would like to see that. I think it's very interesting to watch DoorDashers and see what they do because, I don't know, it's just not a traditional job, I suppose. So then we're gonna go down, and I just have my email, which is boring. I have Safari, which I always look up stuff on there. You know, I'm a huge Zillow fan, so I'm really outing myself right now, but I'm a huge Zillow fan and I'm constantly on that website. If I have any fellow Zillow fans, comment down below because other people just don't get it. Anyways, so then I have my call log, wow. No, I have my phone call. What would you even call it? I guess a phone, we're gonna call it a phone log. Anyways, and then I have my music here, which please roast me. I want you to just, you know, pause the video throughout what I am showing you and just really cry on me for a second, because these are all songs from when I was in 4th grade up. So just feel free, screenshot anything, just let a sister know. And that's really it. The only thing on this other screen is what I am recording on right now, which is Go Record, which is proving to be very helpful, so good job, Go Record. And then obviously I just have my top stories over here. So yeah, and just frequently used apps. So that's really it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a comment down below and let me know if we have any of the same apps, if you could relate to anything I was saying. I just absolutely love talking to you guys. And yeah, so I hope you guys all have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.